Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Nice move to keep moving. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. That's the 20. He's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I'll tell you what, Sometimes as an OC, you just kind of hold your breath when you're throwing into some of these windows down here near the goal line because they are so small, and you have to be so accurate and decisive, but without being a...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
They'll send out the kicker here.
He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. So Nebraska's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Coleman.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Keeps looking downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Michigan State.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
7, Michigan State, 3.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they get him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push your passes playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to blast their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Child. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it and tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Decibels rising as the Crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Marsh. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Childs. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Smarty.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Boyd. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And back to the air on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're bringing heat, fighting off the defender. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Gonna run it. It's Carter. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Looking to throw, it's Child. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Childs. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
That's caught. It's Gates. The Spartans get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it and still on his feet.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough.
Touchdown, Michigan State! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey.
They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. First down, Zach pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Nelson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They're trying to get to him. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Carter. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like...
Trying to get behind the defense. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were...
Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll give it to the back. Makes his man miss. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game,